Hi everyone, and welcome to Crafting Creativity Music Teaching Studio. My name's James Halloran, and today I thought I'd talk about one of the most common issues that singers come to me with in the studio. Issues to do with breath control and breath support. So one of the most common issues I get are people coming and saying that they're having difficulty sustaining long notes, or difficulty sustaining power throughout a particularly long phrase without breathing. So today I'm going to show you two pretty simple exercises that are really going to work on our breath control, breath support, and also increase our lung capacity. So without further ado, let's begin. So basically, when we're talking about breath work, there are two systems we're really talking about. The first one is our breath support system. So this refers to the lower muscles, like our diaphragm and our waistband junction, all those muscles we work when we do our zzz exercises. So the job of these muscles is to slowly and powerfully send air to the vocal folds with a pressing motion. And that's what our breath support system is. Our breath control system actually refers to how much air we can keep away from the vocal cords. Because, funnily enough, one of the biggest issues with singers is that they send too much air to their vocal folds, which is often referred to as overblowing the vocal folds. When we do this, our throat can get tight and tense, and it can be very difficult for us to relax and result in pitch issues, as well as a lot of strain. So the two exercises I'm going to show you today will work hand in hand in increasing both our breath control, how much air we're keeping away from the cords, and our breath support, which is strengthening those muscles, slowly sending the air to the vocal folds. The first exercise we're going to do is what I call the pressure release exercise. And this exercise really trains our breath support system. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a deep breath, not a deep breath actually, maybe a medium-sized breath, and then we're going to let it out on a s sound. And now the aim of this exercise, we're going to be trying to really feel what's going on down there and really get a sense around belt level as to the muscles engaging. And what we're going to do is time this, and we're going to try and squeeze out every last drop of air. So it might sound something like this. As I'm doing this, over the course of time, I can start feeling those muscles really working. So it's a really good exercise in isolating where those muscles work and how to actually feel them. And you'll notice that when you get towards the end, there's actually always a little bit of surplus air that you can get out. So make sure you're squeezing out every last drop. Excellent. Okay, so that exercise will really work in training our breath support, in addition to other exercises like the zzz to za that we've talked about in our previous videos. So now let's look at our breath control. The next exercise I'm going to show you is called the controlled release exercise. So this is the exercise that's actually going to increase our lung capacity over time, as well as teach us to use the smallest amount of air possible when we are singing. This means we're maximizing our breath control and also making sure that we're using the correct amount of air, because the smallest amount of air we can use to sing is the best amount. That's the concept known as the indispensable minimum. So we're going to start. And to do this exercise, what you want to do is you want to breathe really deep down into our diaphragm, those low breaths we always talk about. And then once we're full there, we're going to start breathing a little bit faster. So the breath is going to speed up and you'll just fill up the top areas of your lungs. You'll notice that if you've taken a nice low breath here, there won't be that much room up there anyway, but do your best. So once we do that and we're full here, we're full here, what we're going to do is we're going to put our hand out and gently we're going to purse our lips, and you should only feel a slight trickle of air coming from your lips to your hand, and as little as possible, and you're going to time this. So start with 30 seconds, and if you find that easy, increase to 40, increase to 50, and eventually get up to a minute. A minute is probably the standard for professional singing, and so that's a really good bar to judge yourself against. Notice that you can do this lying down, standing, and sitting, and all will be different because it's all about how relaxed the body is. If you can get to a minute lying down, the good news is that eventually you should be able to get to a minute standing up. So if you do this every day, you'll notice that the tension that creeps in towards the end is going to be further and further away each time. So let's give it a shot now. So we breathe deep into our belly. Then we start speeding up as we breathe into the upper breath support system, and then great. So do this and time it, and hopefully you can get to about 40 seconds, 50 if not a minute. And make sure that our face is tension free while doing this exercise, because as long as we're relaxed, we're going to get more out of our breath. So that's it for today. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it, share it, head over to my website and see all the other ones. And if you subscribe to my mailing list over at my website, you will get a free consultation with me on your own issues that you're experiencing with your voice or areas you want to improve. Thanks so much, everyone. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Mm.